She tried to evict my daughter. I evicted her. Instead, Sunday mornings used to be peaceful. Coffee, sunlight, quiet, until my sister decided to destroy it. You need to kick Sophie out, Rachel said, arms crossed, voice sharp enough to cut glass. I blinked at her from across the kitchen table. What? She leaned against the counter, full of false confidence. Sophie's 19. She should get her own place. Derek needs to move in here. I stared at her. Derek, your boyfriend of 3 months? Yes, she said, as if that explained everything. He needs somewhere to stay. So does my daughter, I said evenly. She's an adult now, Rachel pressed. Time to grow up. Upstairs, I could hear Sophie's music faintly playing. My daughter, a college sophomore living at home to save money. Hardworking, respectful, responsible. Meanwhile, Rachel's boyfriend was a 34-year-old man who'd been evicted for not paying rent. This is my house, Rachel, I said. She smiled, a slow, smug smile that made my stomach drop. Actually, it's Mom's house, and I already talked to her. She agrees. The blood drained from my face. Mom had bought this house 20 years ago. Let me live here after my divorce. I'd been paying her $1,800 a month in rent for 15 years. The deed was still in her name. Mom said you'd kick Sophie out, Rachel continued. She said family helps family. Derek's practically family now. I gripped my coffee mug. He's homeless because he doesn't pay rent. He had a rough patch, she snapped. He's 34 and works part-time at a gas station. You're so judgmental, Rachel hissed. This is why you're divorced. I stayed silent, then said quietly, fine, let me talk to Mom. Rachel smiled like she'd just won something. She's expecting your call. I called that afternoon. Mom, did you really tell Rachel I should kick Sophie out? Pause. Then, Rachel mentioned Derek needs help, and Sophie's an adult. I'm paying you $1,800 a month to live here, I said. I know, honey, Mom sighed. But Rachel's struggling. So, you want me to kick out your granddaughter for Rachel's boyfriend? Don't be dramatic. Sophie can find an apartment. With what money? You'll figure it out. You always do. I hung up, shaking. Then I opened my laptop. 15 years of rent payments. $1,800 a month. Every month, never late. That was $324,000 total for a house Mom bought for $180,000. I called my lawyer. I've been paying rent for 15 years with no lease. Can she evict me? She can, with 30 days notice, he said. What if I've been paying above market rate? Market rate's about $1,200, he said. I've been paying $1,800. Silence. For 15 years? Yes. And I renovated the kitchen, replaced the roof, new HVAC, all out of pocket. Send me receipts, he said immediately. I did. The next morning, Rachel called, voice dripping with smugness. Mom's giving you 30 days. Better start packing. I smiled even though she couldn't see it. Thank you, Rachel. She hung up, satisfied. 2 hours later, my lawyer called back. Your mother took out a second mortgage 8 years ago. She owes $95,000. She's 3 months behind. The bank issued a foreclosure notice last week. Something in me clicked. Send me everything, I said. That evening, I called the bank. I made a cash offer for the full amount owed plus fees. They accepted. 2 days later, I owned the house. First call was to Mom. I bought your house. Silence. Then, what? You were in foreclosure. I bought it from the bank. It's mine now. You can't do that. I did. You have 30 days to remove your belongings. This is my house now. You wouldn't, she whispered. Watch me. Then I called Rachel. You're being evicted, I said calmly. What are you talking about? I own the house now. Mom was in foreclosure. You're lying. Check the county records. You can't kick me out. You said people need to grow up and get their own place. That's about to include you. Her voice broke. Please. Derek and I have nowhere to go. Sounds like you two have a lot in common, I said and hung up. That night, she showed up crying, Derek behind her, both clutching duffel bags. She pounded on the door. Please. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. Sophie came downstairs worried. Mom? It's okay, honey. Go back to bed. Rachel was still crying outside. I have nowhere to go. I opened the door just a crack. Remember what you said? That family helps family? She nodded, desperate. You're right, I said softly. That's why Sophie gets to stay, and you get to leave. Her lip trembled. But I'm your sister, and Sophie's my daughter, I said. You wanted to make her homeless for your boyfriend. Now you get to feel what that's like. Then I closed the door and locked it. Inside, Sophie hugged. You did the right thing, Mom, she whispered.